Thank you for that introduction. Thank you for having me. And thank all of you for coming to New Orleans. It means a lot to us here whenever anybody comes and helps our troubled economy. Chinese drywall, that's a picture of it. That's me. All right, drywall, what is it? Most of you in the insurance industry or in plaintiff's bar have done some construction litigation. I think you're basically familiar with the role of drywall and the role it plays in homes. Why did we get into this mess? I think too little government regulation. That's a sleepy bureaucrat for you, for those of you who don't know. Lots of greed. A lot of this was cheaper. People were bringing it in. It's very interesting. Last year, as president of Louisiana Association of Justice, we tried to pass some laws on liability. And one of the things we found is not every distributor actually used Chinese drywall. A lot of people just said, well, if it's from China, I don't want it. I'm not going to sell it. There are going to be lots of issues down the road with who knew what, when, where, and why. The macro level problem, I think, is worth focusing on. Issue number one, and this is for both the insurance industry, plaintiffs, all the defendants, is trying to get a handle on what's out there. How big is the drywall problem? And how serious is that problem? And is it localized to just the southern states or not? There's tremendous amount of posturing on both sides. Plaintiffs' lawyers will typically walk into court in the MDL and talk about, 100,000 homes being affected. Defendants will say, well, we haven't seen that many cases being filed. The truth is probably somewhere in the middle. There's also variations. Not every home is an all drywall, Chinese drywall home. For example, in Louisiana, where you had flood damage, the lower floor may be 4 feet of drywall. Other areas of the house may not be affected. That may make a difference in terms of how serious the damage is in that location versus another location. I do take what Towers Parent says somewhat seriously. They're a risk management firm. They've estimated in Claims Management magazine that the cost of the insurance industry could go between $15 and $25 billion. Just to put that in context, that's about 3 to 5 times the cost of all of the insured losses associated with Hurricane Rita, if they're right. Now, I do think Towers Parent tends to err on the conservative side, but I think it's useful information. We've had both the National Association of Home Builders and Congress in Lennar, in one of their financial filings with the SEC, estimate that the average cost of repairs is about $100,000. A big wild card issue is going to be, what do we mean by repair? Is it just taking it out and replacing it? Do you have to also take out all the copper wiring or not? And insurers are kind of conflicted on this. I mean, one insurance company has said, well, with respect to one of my homeowners, if you don't take out all the copper wiring, we may not give you coverage in a fire loss. There may be lateral load-bearing issues in case of a future hurricane based on, assuming metal studs are being used and they may have been damaged. So really, there are lots of different ways to look at it. As the insurer, on the one hand, has got to be very concerned about, avoiding liability under all risk policy. On the other hand, they've got to understand liabilities.